The angle is where the pipe where you go through with tiny. Okay, it's good to know in case I have like a good run there. Because I think that is the same like ground level, so it can still continue if I just... Probably got like time for a few more attempts, and I gotta wrap some stuff and gotta eat something. Cause my breakfast wasn't very good. Yeah, see, I thought that was gonna work. I held up to go down, but okay, that was better. That was a lot better, actually. Ah. This controller, like, I was like kind of copium, like thinking, oh, it's definitely my controller. That's the problem. But now I'm like, oh, it actually was my controller was the problem. Like instantly way better at this trick. Just gotta get used to it elsewhere. Dude, I cannot get the right angle. Okay. Yeah, my phase walks should be better once I get used to it. I think I can just roll. That was weird. Don't. Don't. I keep forgetting the angle. Okay. It's more left than I'm doing. Yeah, okay, I don't need to kick. Okay. Dude. What is that camera doing? Yeah, I'm having a really hard time making small adjustments with this controller. Because it just feels so off. And by off, I mean good. Yeah, it was most of this time. Because I'm used to, like, when I want to make a small adjustment, it's tapping it until I feel resistance. And because this joystick's so good, I feel resistance right away because it's actually working. And that's where I'm, like, messing up. I did not think that was going to work. Oh, yeah, you can backflip it earlier. It's usually not a problem. I've just been having weird cameras there lately. But I might look into that. I like don't have my notes up on anymore, so I'm like making sure I remember all the times, mornings in there, I guess. Yeah, I got breaking the buttons too. You missed a lot of garbage runs, and then me finally testing my controller and finding out it was not good. And then I have another one that's really good, and instantly I'm able to actually do TBS. But I'm like messing up other things a bit. It wasn't like atrocious, but it's way better, and my phase walking is about the same, maybe a little worse because I'm still getting used to it, but my TBSs have been so much better. Like, it's crazy. I kept like running down and just not getting enough speed to even skid. To where like I had to run like really far away and it felt awful, and now they're just working. But now everything feels like off. Like I'm having a really hard time making small adjustments because my control is actually like reactive. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. It doesn't really matter how well I do this part, but I also started doing double phase walk in Helm instead of switch kick, because switch kick is really making me angry. It forces me to get better at phase walks, and my phase walks haven't been that bad, but I am like kind of consistently losing time there. But I think my these splits had like a pretty good switch kick. Yeah, I need to sit down with the practice ROM. I keep like forgetting the exact angles because they're not just lined up with the wall. And sometimes I'm just angled too much. And that's where I'm like struggling with this controller, is I'm trying to like slightly adjust my angle. Nice. And I'm like adjusting too much because I'm so used to like tapping my joystick till I feel resistance, and now that the resistance is like right there, I like don't know how to do small things right now. Yeah, I do. I like the idea of it being completely in your control. That was good. Would have saved even more time if my movement wasn't garbage. I kicked like twice, I slapped leaving the hut. That's okay, it's been a hot minute since I've done a DK run. Okay. I am in dark room. I am not in dark room. Totally playing that. I need to practice that movement. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm not used to phase walking there. I'm used to getting hit by the orange. It's easier to line things up. Come on. I know the wall to phase walk out of there at least. It's not. How is that still gold? Oh, that sucks. Dude, the lag. Okay, yeah, I usually don't have as much trouble as I just hit there. Yeah, this is not optimal. What am I doing? Oh my god. Pretty bad luck so far. At least I got this. Literal opposite corner. This is probably like not even optimal because of how much extra lag I'm creating. At least I'm getting a lot of these. I didn't count. I almost fell. Dude. Where? Like, I got, like, the loop there on 3, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're doing it optimally, you should be able to easily get all fast jumps on 3. It was nice for 4 there, but it's been in the corner every single time now. Oh, the camera. No. That was gonna be fine. This is why I shouldn't be playing with the camera like this. He's gonna jump around me. Camera flipped, so I was holding the wrong direction. Alright, at least this one's... This actually would have saved time with all that bad luck. I should have jumped at the end. Still very much PBable. Like, not even just beating this split, my splits, but actual PBable. Yeah, and I had a big mistake in K-roll. Yeah, I really need to do it. I just haven't felt like it. I really wanted to just start going. But I should. I'm kind of waiting. Like, I can get sub 30 without it, but it would help a lot. I should just sit down and do it. Like, I say it like it's gonna be an all-day thing, but it's really not. Well, that one was 324, which was really bad. Oh, I did fall. Yeah, 3 minutes makes sense. Yeah, maybe. It's impossible to tell. I've done literally 2. $230, jeez. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I usually do Mad Jack. I look at the splits and be like, oh, I'm losing 30 seconds every time. So 30 seconds is definitely a lot. Just trying to think if it's worth messing with right now when everything else is so bad. Yeah, I mean, RNG plays a big role. How did I lose 2 seconds there? I hit that split slightly late, but... yeah, that best possible time is not accurate because I've only done key roll once. Oh, should I be turning the camera a certain way? Oh, yeah, I split on fade out. Okay, so I'm not losing a ton of time there. That was like bad RNG and a ton of lag. Yeah, just saving a little bit of time here. Man, DK phase did cause me PB. It completely cost me my PB last time. That was atrocious. I couldn't fire again because I had too many shots in the air. Oh, this is so bad. Again, not used to small movements with this controller. It's good makeup at the end. It does go to 8 every time. How did I not know that? It's gonna be really hard. I could possibly PB, but I'm gonna have to play out of my mind. Had to wait for him to get around that corner. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. It's more left than last time. Can definitely still go a bit more, but... Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, this is how, like... I did it horribly. I was, like, notoriously bad at lanky phase, and I finally learned this method. But that's probably something that's been found new-ish, and by new, I mean in the last, like, 8 years. Yeah, I learned like the very first iteration of lag reduction there, and I never updated any of my strats. I know Lanky's bad. Tiny, I got the gist, but I think the timing of jumping to the middle is probably off. And Chunky, I know there's some stuff that I don't do at all. What's crazy is like this PV was from 9 years ago, but it's the same run. There's no new strats, minus I guess the phase walking. I guess that's probably where some time save is, but honestly, if done optimally, a lot of the non-phase walks are just as fast, minus I think robot clip, robot push is slower than phase walking. Like, perfect switch kick is probably... Yeah, see, that was a bit early. Like the moon kick and helm, if done perfectly, I think is faster. Yeah, optimally. But I'm talking about like how I'm doing it. It's probably about the same. I don't know how I missed that. What I'm saying is, I've somehow got better in the game in 8 years by not playing it. That one I always forget. It's like double checking. Or like, I'm gonna count here. Just our standards for speedruns have gone way up since back then. Oh, fuck. It's because there's nothing left to really skip without absolutely destroying the game. Like finding a way to skip keys 3 and 8. And not only skip them, but skip them quickly. It's just like... 'cause that's the thing, we've technically found skips for them, but... to do it quickly is... at least, not on N64, but on Wii U, you can, skip. Get Kiro early now, but it's not faster. Yeah, if we could somehow find like a faster way to get moves on the file, but I don't know what you would do. I think like my favorite like new skip, if it were ever to be found, would be a way to like cancel MMM without losing your moves, without, obviously going to snides as a method, but that's not realistic to get all the blueprints. Okay, where face skips would be awesome. Alright, I'm gonna focus up here for a minute. I'm sure I'm doing this fight wrong, but I think you go yellow first. It's gonna be really close. I almost got punched. Oh, it's red every time. Okay. I guess, yeah, I think that makes sense. I go red every time after. Ugh. That was weird. I don't know why the timing is so off. I almost got punched again. Yeah, I do yellow, red, red, red. Because it should be the closest to you after you pound, because you're coming from that angle. Yeah, I know there's much quicker ways to do. I don't know how much it really saves, but I know I'm not doing chunky right, even outside the order. Woo, did it. By 2 seconds. 9-year PB. Because I just haven't done it. That's not even true. Apparently last year I was doing this category. I don't know why I had so much trouble beating that time. Because that felt pretty easy to beat. Winning corn cob. Crap, what was I saying? Yeah, oh, yeah, back in the day I was like, a really cool trick would be finding a way to skip right the chunky phase, but took like maybe a minute or two less than doing it normally. So that you actually play the game a bit more, still save a nice chunk of time, but it's not as boring as K-Rool. You know, I bet that was it. It's so weird that I've gotten better at phase walks over time without doing them. I think phase walks were holding me way back for a very long time. Phase walks are why I stopped really playing the game originally. Phase walks and slowly running out of time. I think my brothers got me a gift, and I didn't get them gifts. We said we weren't gonna do gifts. But then my brother texts me, he's like, "Are you coming over tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, uh-oh." Oh man, I thought, so the original plans in Nerdicus was during these 2 weeks I have off was to do 101%. And I decided I actually wanted to enjoy my 2-week vacation. I didn't want to... It would have been like a whole week of like learning it, and then like a week of attempts, but it just would have felt like work. Doing 7-hour runs every day. I don't know. I saw the 101 history and I was feeling really nostalgic. And I wanted to try again. But it's so hard now. Like even doing these, like my first run of the day, I had to stop in the middle. Like I can't even like guarantee a half an hour anymore. Of like no interruptions. I just got too much stuff going on. So to like be like, hey, I need 6.5 hours of just 0 interruptions, and I just don't want to do that anymore. Now that I actually take care of myself and like hydrate, I realize like going 6.5 hours not going to the bathroom wasn't great. And like in college when I used to do runs, I didn't realize how bad it was. Like, I just didn't drink water. It's like, oh yeah, it's easy to just go. Like even my like 11-hour run, like I didn't have to go to use the restroom at all. I was like, it wasn't great. Yeah, it's super cool. That's why like I was gonna do ILs, but it didn't grab me as much. I like this because it takes an hour to relearn, and then I'm good. even doing like ILs, it would take me a bit to like really relearn, especially depending. Like fungi alone was gonna take like a day or two to like really learn rabbit race skip, because rabbit race skip is so, I don't even know, it's so wild. On VCE, because the lag's consistent, I was able to make like a really good visual cue, like counting the arrows bouncing, but because the lag's not consistent, on N64, that timing would change and you need it to be pretty exact. And then I don't know if it's still the case, but I know you counted like music beats. And I'm like, I don't have the rhythmic capabilities to like really count it right. It's really cool. And it would be fun, but I don't know if I have it in me anymore. NLE is something I've been toying with. I never ran it on N64. I remember, like, I came up with 100 GB when it was on N64. I don't even know. I think it changed to NLE after BC came out. Yeah, even with my setup, you had to scan a little bit. But I think that's more that my setup consistently puts you a little off. But there was no way to like count like quarter arrow bounces to make it like line up perfectly. Did he? Okay. I'm trying to remember when I really stopped. It might have been like 2013. No, I was still around. 2014 had Blastomatic Kick. Someday I want to do a run with Blastomatic Kick again for the meme. Maybe my partner anniversary this year in July. We'll have a day of Blastomatic Kick runs. My goal for this year is to like actually stream somewhat consistently. Like try to do once a week.